You're not trusting people. You're now putting every man in the same bracket. So you need to ask yourself, what am I really gaining from this man's presence in my life? Yeah, I used to think the more that I do for a man, the more I show him that I'm worthy to be collected. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You're showing him he's great. How does the healed version of Priscilla date? Telling me. Hello, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Priscilla. If you are new, Nikaib, and I'm so grateful if you have recently subscribed, and to everybody else that's been around you. Well, I've got so many years. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Like, I'm seeing the growth. I'm grateful. I'm seeing the comments. I'm grateful. I'm seeing the likes. I'm grateful. So thank you so much. And let's get on with this video because I missed you. I feel like it's been a while, you know. So we have much today. We are yapping. So yeah, today I am just gonna have like a general like girly chit chat. Like when I'm with my girls, this is how we be yapping, you know. So I'm using my makeup. Quick one, short one. And then yeah, I just feel like I have a lot to discuss as someone who's in her 30s and dating and a Christian. This is the Dating Diary series, and I feel like I've got about 2 videos left in me. Yeah, because I don't want it to be too long. I'm sure there's other things we can discuss. Sibia. Yeah, I just don't want it to drag on too long, and then it's like, girl, we don't care what you gotta say no more. You've said it all. I don't want that. I want to keep you happy. I want to keep you excited. Sibia. Point number 1 to discuss: dating fatigue. So I feel like when you've been dating for a while, you know, like maybe you've been single for many years and you don't want to be single anymore, so you're dating. Or it's like you've got out of a long-term relationship and now you want to get back out there and you're dating, you know. I think it's so easy to overdo it. I was at a point where, especially when I was online dating, guys, the apps, they were binging. My time was really consumed by this online dating. And it's like, okay, like you're getting to know someone. Number one, we're judging people based off of like a simple profile. And as humans, we're so complex. So already, it's not nice. Like you're judging someone off a few pictures and some small quotes, maybe a voice note on their Hinge profile. I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like there's such a danger to constantly like seeking this thing out, you know? And then the danger of that is you don't actually appreciate people. It's like you're just dating to date. And then because it's not going well, quote unquote, like you haven't met your babes yet, you're now becoming weary. You're now becoming hardened. You're not trusting people. You're now putting every man in the same bracket. I remember some things where it's like you're talking to someone on the dating app, then they'll say, oh yeah, like it's nice, let's move to WhatsApp, iMessage, and then you're talking, and then they disappear. It's like, oh, again, I don't get it. And then you have to start again from scratch. So I feel like take some breaks. If you are dating and you feel like it's not going well, just take a break. Focus on you. Focus on your family. Focus on your job, your studies, what. Just really take a break. Because I don't want you to now meet your man, but you're tired from all the other jobs. Shema has tired. He has drained you. You're finished. And there's nothing left to give. So yeah, I don't want that for all of my hot girls. So yeah. And the next something else I really want to talk about is decentering men. Yeah. And I know that's difficult in dating, but ways that I have decentered is, I don't want to say like don't reply too quickly, but I think you really have to remind yourself that you're not doing me a favor. this man that is texting me is not doing me any favors. Because my Bible says, he who finds a wife obtains favor from the Lord. There's actually a lot that a man will gain, and that's not just on a spiritual, spooky level. Psychology shows that men benefit so much from being in a committed relationship. They have someone to focus on, they have someone to care for them, tend to them, love them, encourage them, support them, what, sex them, what. There's so much that a man benefits. Yeah, before it was like, oh, a woman needs to marry because of security, stability, financial, what. But these days, the men are even asking to split. So you need to ask yourself, what am I really gaining from this man's presence in my life? And if it's not a lot, simmer down, reduce, decrease. Don't put him on such a pedestal. And I feel like it's so easy to do. And I know I always talk about childhood trauma. That's one thing I'm going to talk about. But yeah, I think if you always had to earn your parents' affection, earn your parents' approval, earn your parents' time, that is going to translate into your relationships. I don't want that for you. Okay? So yeah, just remind yourself that this man is not doing me any favors. And you're not being hard to get. You're not being prideful. It's actually a human fact. Thank you. Well, Next up, I want to speak to all of my project managers. All of my sisters that are choosing men that they know, but you want to work with the raw materials and feel like, I built him. He's this way because of me. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be in this place. Ah, my dear. Hey! I encourage you to find a man that already has a minimum 60% of what you want, instead of going to the 30% and trying to build him up. Because you know what you're doing? You're showing him that he's great. You're not showing him that you are worthy to be adored. You're showing him, you are the catch, you are the prize. I'm giving so much to you, so you're worth it, sir. Yeah, I used to think, the more that I do for a man, the more I show him that I'm worthy to be collected. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! You're showing him he's great. Yeah, I learned this in my 30s. And I was like, wow. It's a crazy world out here. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Yeah, that's something that really hit me. So I encourage you. And I've heard stories of women being like, I did this for him, I did that for him, and he left me. I did this for him, I did that for him, and he married someone else within 3 months. You were begging and crying for 3 years. Don't do that to yourself. And I was talking to my girls the other day, and we were like, how much will you accept from a man? Let's say you meet a guy and you have a tick list. Let's say you have 10 points. How much are you accepting that he's bringing to the table for you to be content and satisfied? Me personally, if we're saying, forsaking all others, I'm going to love this one man, 80% please. My friend's like, I'll take 50. I said, I'm not taking 50. Personally, I'm not taking 50. So yeah, have your wants, your needs, your standards, and don't really settle. And settling is not the same as being flexible. You have to be flexible within dating. You're a texter, he's a caller. You're a nighttime person, he's a morning person. There will be, flexibility. I call, that's not settling. So yeah, please don't be a Bob the Builder. Don't do that. And I understand that, sometimes I'm not going to have energy and he'll build me up. Sometimes he's not going to be always positive and happy, so I have to do that. That's different. That's not the same as, he doesn't have a job and now you're doing all this for him. You're sending him all the job applications. And I feel like there's such a fine line between being a supportive partner and really building up this man. But if you get it, you get it. If you hear what I'm saying to you, then you've heard it. Sergio. I don't want to dwell too long on that one. Yeah. So another thing that I want to talk about is self-analyzing within your dating. There's a lot of internal work that has to be done. And I want us to ask ourselves, how much of this situation is actually me inflicting this pain on myself? How much are you tolerating and accepting, which is perpetuating his behavior? These are things I have to sit with myself and ask myself. So yeah. So we're on this journey together, my sister, because if you actually want to marry, you have to do the internal work. I do believe that, you know, relationships are a mirror. It's a mirror. Once I'm in a once you're dating someone, an intentional man, there's things that getting to know him will hold up a mirror to you, and you'll realize, you thought you were healed, you thought you were okay, but then this one has come to trigger you, and you now have to do more internal work. But I'm sure there's things that you can ask yourself and realize, I actually think I'm accepting rubbish right now, which is causing him to behave in this way. And I understand everyone has to take, you know, accountability for his actions. He has to take accountability for his own actions. Just because I did this, But my dear, yourself, what are you doing? Next, what does the healed version of you look like? How does the healed version of Priscilla date? How does the healed version of Priscilla date? Not the triggered one, not the sad one, not the please rescue me one, not the angry one, not the emotionally unavailable one. How does the healed version of me date? Hey, my dear, because it's not the same. It's not the same. I don't think it's the one today. How I'm moving. My dear, ask yourself, does the healed version of me accept crumbs? Does the healed version of me want to meet his family within a week? Does the healed version of me accept him not posting me on social media when he's posting, I went to the market, I went to the gym, I went to work. We know his every move. Yet you are the girlfriend he has not posted you. Are you okay with that? Does the healed version accept him raising his voice at you? Does the healed version of you, ask yourself, does the healed version of me date the way I'm dating today? Turkurugamba, Herro Hi, because I want us to have healthy dating experiences. And there's so much, when he comes, this, we are depending on men too much. Personally, that's my conclusion. And we're not doing enough ourselves to figure ourselves out, to figure things out. And I'm so grateful for my friends who sit and yap with me and we go through things. But also, I'm doing the work. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to sermons. I'm going to link some below. Yeah. And I'm literally like, do the work, Priscilla. Because I want a healthy marriage. I want a happy marriage. Because speaking of social media, I really think that thing can finish your relationship. I'm currently speaking to somebody and he's not a social media person. Thank you, Jesus. But like the one time that he posted recently, I just thought, I just want you to myself. Like, I don't want you to be posting. I don't like you posting. Like, why are you posting? But he's allowed to post, you know. He's allowed to share his fun experiences, what. But yeah, it just made me realize that social media can finish your relationship. Oh, now you're seeing, last week, Friday, 5 p.m, he had 877 followers. Now Sunday, he has 890. Who has been added? And you're now checking, babe. We don't have the time to be such detectives. Your purpose is waiting. Your job is waiting. There's money to be made. There's people to impact. There's health to be maintained. You haven't even exercised in 5 days, but you're being a detective. Oh yeah? We are tired. To be like, to be them. To be them more, please. I need to set my face. Thank you. And I promise you, everything I'm telling you, I'm telling myself. So, maybe you need to have a conversation with your guy and be like, social media, is it working for us? Let's set some boundaries and mind your private stories. Who else is in your private story? Well, there's so many things to navigate, but I want you to actually have that conversation, please. Another thing I want to talk about is not allowing your mood to be so affected when it comes to communication. And this is something that I have been battling with recently. Like, this guy I'm dating, I'm gonna do a whole video about that. He's a busy man, you know, and sometimes, like, I can sense that my mood has been affected because I haven't heard from him, and I don't want to be that girl. So I'm just reminding myself that, okay, I need to have my own life. I need to have my own things going on. Like, I can't be sad because you haven't texted me, because before I was around, you had your own life, and vice versa. So continue to really have your own things going on. Please. Please, please, please. Because I don't even think men like that. Like, yeah, men want to feel needed, wanted, appreciated. But they don't want to feel like, oh, this girl is really like just waiting for my text, waiting for my call. Nobody likes that, you know? And then also asking yourself, does his attention and affection dictate your worth? If he's doing so much for you, is it then that you feel like, wow, yeah, I'm worthy. I am juicy. I am absolutely, I believe that I am amazing. And then when you don't hear from him, you're wondering, oh, am I just not that girl? Or are you avoidant and you're not giving what you need to give this man for this thing to work out? Because I always talk to the anxious babe because I'm anxious, but some of us are very avoidant. You're keeping him so far away because you just don't want to address it. Or in the past. The past is creeping up now. In the past. The last time you were open and so vulnerable with someone else, they did this. Or you don't want to, because you did this. I remember I went through a stage when I was young. I had a lot of mentors that were disappointing me. And I got to the point where I was like, never again do I want this thing called a mentor. Never again will I trust a spiritual leader to come and be telling me what to do. And this can also be translating in our relationships. We are becoming very avoidant, very hard, very stiff. And it's not nice. It's not feminine. It's not actually not feminine. It's not cutie. Like, let's leave that for the weird guys. Do you know what I mean? It's not for us as cute girls. Thank you. Next. I was listening to a sermon recently and they were talking about emotional and spiritual intimacy and how, okay, as Christians we're told don't have sex, but a lot of us are actually giving too much of ourselves emotionally and spiritually. You're praying with this man. You are taking on his spiritual burdens. You are giving him all of your cares. You are cast your cares unto the Lord. Remember, you are opening. He knows all your trauma. He knows about the abortions. He knows about the debt that you are in. I'm like, slow down. Cynthia, this man could, It's not even this man could leave. You could one day realize this is not my husband, and then you've deposited all of yourself, every journey, every date, every guy. They all know your life story. My sisters, let's keep some things for Jesus only. Honestly, I really feel like there's some things that only my husband needs to know. There's some things that I will even take to the grave. I'm so sorry. Maybe I need to go to therapy for that one. But I just want to encourage you to just hold back a little bit more. Just a little. And I'm not saying like be this weird, mysterious, untouchable girl, like, but keep some things to yourself. Because I'm sorry, we're not even sure yet that this one is the one that will do life with us forever. So why do plenty of people need to know so much about us? You know? Let me know what you think about that. Because personally, I've always been that kind of person. There's only so much you're going to know about me until you're really my husband. But I know some girls like, yeah, like, you know, for us to really feel connected and for me to really feel like this is going somewhere, I need to tell him my whole life. Sawa. As I said, every day you are depositing life story, and now all these people know these things about you. Finally, I don't want this to be too long because you know me, I can talk for the England. Finally, I want to talk to you, my babes that are struggling to let go of a bad situation. Is this final? I don't know. But struggling to let go of a situation that you know, this is not it. This is not God's best for me. This is not my husband. I want to encourage you that the disappointment that you will feel from letting go now is less than if you continue for another 6 months, for another week, for another 2 days. The disappointment that you feel today, what if now you continue for another 6 months? The soul tie has entered. The emotional tie has entered. Oh, I'm now pregnant. Oh, now I realize that, babe, the degree of disappointment that you will feel ending it today is less than if you continue for another 2 days, another week, another 6 months. Thank you. Another thing that I'm feeling that we have to discuss. We are so focused, some of us, on the dating, but we don't even know our God-given purpose. We don't know our own God-given purpose, number one, and we don't understand the God-given purpose of marriage. So now the husband is coming. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. It says, wives, be subject to your own husbands as a service to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church. Verse 25, husbands, love your wives. Seek the highest good for her and surround her with a caring, unselfish love, just as Christ loved the church. Already now you can see the guy I'm dating, is this how he's reflecting? If not, have a conversation and say, babes, can we step up, please? Next, for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother. These men that love their mums and dads too much, they need to read this verse. But let me go back. Verse 22, wives, be subject to your own husband as a service to the Lord. Are you ready? Are you capable? Are you able? Do you desire to be subject? You're not the headline. You're not the main character always. Subject to the husband. Are you able to even subject to your family, to your carers, to your manager, to your small baby steps we can't do? So I need us to really be preparing in different ways. I have a mentor. I've had to be subject to a spiritual leader. Your pastor, does he know? And I know many of us have been spiritually hurt and abused. I get that. But I just want us to understand that We're so focused on marriage, yet do we understand the requirements of this matter? The requirements of this Bible. Do I even understand what it is to subject myself to Christ? As the Bible is saying, do this, don't do this. Am I doing? Am I not doing? And I know it's easier with a man, like he's there for you. You get a reply quickly. It's not like you have to wait 10 days to hear from God. Like, it's easier in the natural, but in the spiritual, yeah, we got work to do. We got some work to do. So I want to encourage you. I always talk about, you know, the spiritual, understanding your spiritual gifts. Do you understand why, when he thought of Priscilla, what did he think of? What was the reason? What was the purpose? These are the conversations I have with myself, English. And just really ask yourself, okay, all this effort I'm putting into dating, if you're a Christian, I need us to put that effort into spiritual matters. As we're seeking the kingdom, I believe the man will come. When I look at my life when I was just focused on God, the things I accomplished, it's amazing. It's actually amazing. So maybe you need to redirect your focus, my dear. And I really want you to believe that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of one man being committed to you, taking care of you, loving you, walking with you, supporting you, encouraging you. You are worthy. Maybe it didn't happen for your sister, for your cousin, even your own mother. But believe that it ends with you. Believe that it will work for you. Believe that it can happen for you. Because I feel like we're also limiting ourselves somehow, because we don't actually believe that, yeah, it can happen for me. Yeah, I deserve it. Many of us are self-sabotaging. And I don't want that for you. So yeah, I've yapped. There's a lot that was within me, you know. Also, the one, oh, I missed my opportunity. I missed my chance. I missed my window. Like, I'm okay. The one is the one that you choose. We have to understand that as a spiritual person, we can make spiritual decisions that are led by the Spirit of God. So if I get to the point where I believe this is my husband, yeah, I believe that God is in it. Yeah. 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 I believe that this decision that I'm making is led by the Spirit of God. And it can work. I don't need 20 signs. I don't need the heavens to open. Because do you need that confirmation when you're asking God for spiritual matters? Not always. So then also believe that I have the spiritual wisdom to make spiritual decisions on who I will marry. And I believe that I hear from God. I believe that God disciplines me. I believe that God guides me in other matters. So it will also happen in this relationship matter. Simple. Genuinely, I need some of us to step up and believe that we are hearing from God. Oh God, maybe I didn't hear right. Oh God, maybe I'm making the wrong decision. Have faith and move with faith. Commas, tell your parents about him. Tell your close people about him. By faith, make some moves. By faith, end it. By faith. Because that would have job. Those who have ears, they are hearing. And I really feel like now is the end of the video. So yeah. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Please, let's talk in the comments. I want to know what you thought. Am I talking rubbish? Am I making sense? Are we connecting? Please meet me in the comments. Sigyo. And if you made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, it makes a difference when you actually press like. Yeah. And if you made it this far, please comment a blue heart. We're not feeling blue, but it's one of my favorite colors. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in another video very soon. Also, you can join me on Instagram and TikTok, and you can buy my jewelry line. I will link everything down below, and I will see you very soon. Bisous, bye.